Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Inkslayer Artshow. As usual, it's me, Sim, and Mr. Beacon.
Yo,
How are you guys doing on this wonderful Saturday night? Hopefully, everybody's doing fine. How are
yeah,
you doing, Beacon?
I'm good. Just finished another page today of colors and inks. So moving along.
And that's for issue number 4, right?
Issue 3.
3. Okay.
Yeah, making way to issue 4.
And issue 4 is the one I still have to finish, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right now, I'm working on some Blood Hunt.
Yeah.
Working on a little cityscape. It's taking a ride.
I always love to look at a cityscape. I really hate to color them.
I'm not a big fan of drawing them either.
Yeah.
But I'm using a freaking photo reference. Look at this.
Yeah.
There. This is what I'm looking at when I'm drawing. Can I? There you go. This is the image I'm looking at while I'm drawing. It's on the screen above, and I'm just going at it.
Let's see if I remember correctly. What's going on? This panel is so they had just heard a scream out in the forest. He recognizes the scream as his friend. He snatches the sword from Parlu and goes running off. She's telling him, "Wait, this we don't know what she's screaming about. It could be a lion." He's looking back, saying, "I don't even know what that is." She's like, "Right, wrong continent." Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
I don't know why I decided to do that shot. I just thought it would be a nice little intro shot.
And I got this guy trying to lay on my hand, so I can't work.
Your cat?
Yep.
Oh, your dog? Or cat?
Nope, cat. Just laying on top of my hand.
I really like that my cat doesn't do that shit.
Yeah.
The worst he does, he'll come like in my legs and just like starts rubbing himself on my legs. But that's it. He doesn't climb on stuff that he's not supposed to. Okay, he does when we're not looking, but that's okay for a cat. If you let your food lying around after you're gone, that's fair game. Okay. Right now, I'm trying to be like not super accurate, but at least that people will recognize that city.
Yeah. I think this is one of the first pages I actually started inking on this book. But just now getting back to it.
Yep, I remember that one. I think it is the first one. It was the tester.
Yeah. Yeah, just gotta get this adapted to the style I settled into.
I like that cartoon face.
Yeah.
Oh, and I can show these other pictures. They're going to be the page samples that's going to be on the campaign.
Yeah.
The first 4 pages. This is what I'm also working on.
Nice.
Nice little plane ride. Not going to say exactly what happens there, but that laptop there. That's all I'll say. Somebody that's there protecting his laptop. Oh, they're flying, and then all of a sudden they hear knock knock, and then you see some black goo coming out of the doors, which is technically black blood. Black and white. So then they start getting up, the doors will open, and then he just starts laying. The other one goes, "I'm getting out of here. Where do you think you're going to be going?" There you go. So the idea is that he's there to get their laptop, and the access code. So he drinks his blood and leaves. And this is the final one. So this is the first 4 pages of Blood Hunt. But
sweet.
As you can see, I got a lot more.
Yeah.
See?
I guess I'll show off the page that I got done today. There we go. Yeah, so here's the colored page I got done. Starts with Azrael strolling through the galleon that he is the admiral of. Got all these characters in the background there. Walks by these 2 commanding officers yelling at a subordinate. Walks through the firing range. Walks above the firing range. I don't want to say walk through it because that's a terrible idea. Walks by the firing range. She's shooting her target. Got a little muzzle flash there. Then he's meeting at the proxy. He's going to the proxy bridge to see what they're trying to tell him about. And then let's open up the. Yeah, page 29. This should be the right version of it. Any minute now.
Is it?
This should be yep, this is the correct version. So I'm keeping the background sort of faded out right now because I'm going to be painting those in, but he goes taking on some bandits. He's got a 7 Legion sword and got a hold of one of the bandits' katanas.
And he's kicking ass.
Yep. And he's blasting out one of this dude's remaining teeth. Bunch of non-lethal strikes, but because he's just a little kid and I don't want to make it so that he's fully taking him down. Getting a little exhausted down here. Kind of wondering how much longer he can keep it up before he decides to instinctually do something drastic, which won't be able to share yet because it's a spoiler. But yeah.
Gonna go Kaioken!
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Crystal?
Yo.
Yeah, Beacon's working on 7 Legions, the next issue, and I'm working on the next Blood Hunt.
Yep.
I think you missed out the first pages. Now, this is going to be the intro. It's going to be available in the campaign, so I don't mind teasing them. I like that one. It's like a punch with the gun. Don't touch. Anyways. Then he gets his mark. Thanks for the laptop and the code. And what's the next one? Nice little skydiving. Right on time where his car is. And off he goes. Right now, working on a little cityscape. Not my favorite type of things to do, but sometimes they're needed.
Well, looking at Metal Valkyrie, you'd think it was. So,
Dude, they're important.
yeah.
I have to like them. I did spend a lot of time on that picture in freaking Metal Valkyrie.
Yeah.
But, was it totally worth it? Because pretty sure you're, pretty happy how it ended up looking.
Yep. It turned out pretty good.
And if you missed the update, so I need to do another one soon. But the last update, Beacon's done.
Yeah.
And now the only thing left to do is the Planet 69 being done and the lettering to be completed. We're going to be delayed a little bit. But I'm taking advantage and working on the next projects.
Yeah.
I already have like over 20 pages of book 2 of Nadverse. I'm even thinking of putting some pages in the book. They're done and colored. Like it's an extra little story after Planet 69 that I was going to put in the next book. And I'm kind of thinking of putting it in there.
Yeah.
Not sure yet. I'm gonna have to do some of those hard things. Perspective or cityscapes. I take the picture, I draw the line of perspective, then I just go draw boxes and start rendering. A bit like you take measurements when you do a picture of somebody to know exactly the distance between their eyes. So I go in and okay, here's the 2-direction line, and let's go. And all that to have this on a small little panel like this, but look how it looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Let's look at the picture of it. The little trick is to put those little things on the rooftops there. That makes it look more realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can fuck up the windows as long as I do those little things on top, like the water tanks or whatever it is, the electrical boxes. I wanted people to know that when they see it, it's New York. Did I do the right job?
I think so.
Yeah, that one's a mirror one. Oh, piece of shit. Okay, so I will be reflecting this building. Okay, fair enough. God damn it. Something like this. Like the lines are. Oh, but I watched the Dungeon and Dragon movie today with Dave and Alex.
Yeah, is it good?
I wouldn't say it's good, but it's not bad. Like it's good. It was fun.
Okay.
There's a few things in there like what, but
Yeah.
nothing very like or anything like. It was a fun watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a YouTube short that if I ever played Dungeons and Dragons, it gave me a good idea for something to do.
The only problem I would say that I had with it, it's
Yeah.
they don't know how to end their movies. So it's weird. It's like it's very engaging in it from the beginning. Like you're really immersed, right? It's a good job at that. But then it takes a turn. It feels very much like a movie that suffered because of re-editing or changes at the last minute, and the fact that it feels like even Dave said it feels a bit like a Guardian of the Galaxy.
Yeah. But no,
a fun watch. Like it's Dave likes to say, he goes, "Okay, it's the best freaking Dungeon and Dragon movie ever." I'm like, dude, it's not hard to beat. But yeah, I get your point.
Yeah.
The previous ones are pretty much like a Super Mario Brother type of movie, more than a Dragon.
Yeah, so I was watching some YouTube shorts, and I saw one that's a pretty good tip. If I ever played Dungeons and Dragons.
What?
So a guy was playing Dungeons and Dragons, and they were up against a spellcaster character.
Mm-hmm.
The character has to speak words, do their magic. So the player character runs up to the spellcaster and jams his finger in the guy's mouth. Can't cast magic if you can't say it.
True.
Yeah. So,
that is very true. This is a logic you cannot deny. Unless you're a sorcerer, I think you do have inert magic that you don't need to spellcast. But yeah, if you're a wizard, yeah, you have to freaking talk. That's for sure.
Yes, it's a bold strategy. See how it plays out for him.
Unless it's alchemy.
Oh no, but it was they said it was a spellcaster, so they have to speak the words.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes, when I work on some of those little things, it's like And it's a panel that people are not even gonna look more than 1 minute. Just enough to do
Yeah.
the job.
Yep. Yeah, that's the sad part when you're really proud of a panel.
Yeah.
You're like, oh man, I put so much work into this, and you see people read the comics like, yeah, focus on. You just looked over that page in the course of 10 seconds. Is it good?
Ouch.
Oh yeah, there's a full city there. Yeah, skipping that.
Yeah, you're like, ouch. That kind of hurt a bit.
Yeah.
Or that cover I did for Elrica. There's no way people will see all the things in the freaking stand.
Yeah.
I went a bit ballistic on that one. This is a wee bit. It was the first time. It was one of the first time that he cursed my name.
Oh yeah, we were on stream and I was working on the asteroid belt and you were talking and didn't even notice me right. F you.
Let me go check the chat. No. I'm starting to get used to driving that freaking Lamborghini. Like it's one of the things I used to have, like look at pictures for like even the shape or something. Now I'm like lay out the shape. Okay, it's there. I just need the picture for details now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing. The only thing from the Dungeon and Dragon movie is that the ending there's like a few parts that are like, what the fuck? It's just it doesn't make sense. But the overall
Yeah.
movie, it's a fun watch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like a low budget movie either. So you know what I mean from the part.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you know anything about it, Dave was happy because you saw a whole bunch of characters in it. The Dragon Kings are in there.
Yeah, I saw. I've been seeing a lot of people talking about going to see that Barbie movie and being horribly disappointed. It's like, why did you go see that movie? It is full of a bunch of woke bullcrap.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, Barbie was the feminist model of like you can do anything as woman. You don't have to limit yourself. You can be an astronaut. You can be everything. And they just took a big dump all over that shit.
Yeah, they.
That's the main thing I've heard from. It's like okay, Barbie was like a big empowerment and feminist movement for a fucking long time. What the fuck?
Yeah, I just get tired of seeing people being like, so I went to see this movie I knew I'd hate. Just stop watching it. They're just mocking you at this point. Just let him throw it away. Stop watching. Leave the theater vacant. No tickets. Don't buy. No purchase. It's that simple.
Mm-hmm. So I told Dave as a joke, I'm like, this is what's happening. What's going on? They lowered your expectations so much now that that movie was okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the Dungeons and
Now,
Dragons movie.
me, I'm the type of guy that I like B movies, so I don't care. Sometimes they could look like shit as long as it's entertaining to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was thinking about watching that Dungeons and Dragons, but I was like, I'll wait to see what reviews say. Because I know even if it is as bad as,
There's no force shit.
yeah,
It's just like you're gonna go like the two main guys are technically like a bit of buffoons. One's the bard. The other one's a sorcerer that's a bit not that great, right?
yeah,
But there's nothing else than that. There's the badass chick warrior. That's what's her name? Gonzalez, whatever her name is. Forgot. Sorry. I don't mean any disrespect. I just have it blank for the moment. The Latina GI Jane there.
okay,
No, she played in Fast and Furious. I have a blank right now. Michelle Rodriguez. Michelle something. Anyways, plays the barbarian there a bit. She's a bit like a mix of Drax mixed with Nebula.
yeah,
But I had more fun watching that than I did for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So. Dude, those goddamn buildings are fucking weird. There's a building here, and that one here. It's pretty freaking weird. So let me show you. You know what I mean? Well, this is the image I'm looking at. Look at that building here. It's a bit weird how it's made, right? I'm like that one. I got the fact that it does a curve at the bottom, no fucking problem. But this one is the way that it just like okay. Need to figure that working. Alright, let's go back to the screen. Boom. Like I'm looking at it and I'm wondering if it's supposed to be a mirror, like a mirror building with a reflection, or it's really that building with, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of weird. Does it have windows or it's a reflection? Huh. See? Hold on, I'll show you why I'm thinking that. Look, if you look at that building here, right? Then I started looking here. I'm like, that looks like it's a reflection from the building in front. See?
yeah.
I'm like, is that it? Maybe that's what it is. Because here you see that's obviously a reflection in there in this building. Because you see the building warped in there.
Yeah.
That's reflecting something. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Because the windows, it's the line here of the windows makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
So that's probably like one of those mirror buildings. I'm treated as such. If I made a mistake, well, big whoop. It's one panel of New York City that I made one big mistake.
Yeah. Boop. I bet the only people that would have a problem with that is if someone who bought the book happened to live in that building. It's like, oh, that's not my building at all. You got it completely wrong.
Pretty much. I'm gonna treat it like this and just do something like that so I know it's a mirror. It's kind of weird. Because I know there's like mirror buildings like that. We have them here in Montreal as well.
Yeah.
Now Nat wants me to watch the animated Mario Brother movie.
Get the what?
The Mario Brothers.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah.
It was
really
decent.
liked it that he bought the Blu-ray. I'm like, okay,
Okay.
fair enough. You put your money where your mouth is. I can respect that.
Yeah. Yep. I happened to get it for free because someone posted it on Twitter.
Okay. Supper's ready. Cheese tortellini. Yay.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. Those are the type of like repetitive little things that I like to just phase out and watch an anime, music, or something.
Yeah.
And it's like flatting. It's not the most fun thing to do, but it needs to be done so you get into that zone.
Yeah. And there's a movie that I saw recently and that I thought was pretty good. Nefarious.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's so it's about a
that's the thing you were talking about. Go ahead.
yeah, it's an attorney goes to a prison because there's a serial killer on death row, and a psychiatrist needs to be sure that this serial killer is fit to be executed. Like, he's not like insane or anything. So he gets there. He finds out that the guy is actually, and we find out that the guy's demon possessed. The psychiatrist doesn't believe in that, so he's trying to prove that the guy is just crazy, despite the guy.
And he's not. He's actually possessed.
Yeah. So one of the funnier scenes is when he's at he's like, you know what, I'm gonna call your bluff, and he brings in a priest, like a Catholic priest. The priest comes in and goes, oh yes, hello, and the demon starts freaking out. It's like, get away from me, son of Christ. It's like, he's like, well, I hear you think you're demon possessed, but we've evolved beyond such beliefs. He goes, really? It's like, yes, I don't believe you're actually demon possessed. I believe you're actually mentally ill. It's like, well, I'm so glad to hear you say that. He reaches his hand out to shake his hand. Like, all right, thanks. He goes, oh, do you need to speak with me? Nope, you're good. Go.
Go do what you do.
Yep. It is a really good movie, and it's available to rent on YouTube now, which is where I saw it.
On YouTube? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to see the Sound of Freedom too.
yeah. I need to see. I need to see that one.
Say whatever you want. That guy that the movie's based on, that guy's a fucking hero.
Yeah.
You know those things. Every time I draw those type of cities or buildings or cars or stuff like that, I always go back to that old freaking show I used to watch with Mark Kidster or something like that called The Secret City. Or something. So he had like 2-3 shows where he was teaching people to draw and from imagination. That was the entire premise of it, was to think in shapes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Every time I do these type of things and you look at it, it's yeah. Thanks, Mark. Because you know me, it's like I rarely use reference unless I really need to reproduce something specific like this. Because usually I just draw everything from my imagination. Like I don't need pictures to know how to draw a bus. You know what I mean? It's already breaking down in pieces, in shapes.
Yeah.
Or people like that. Just Walker. I just working on the silhouette and start building upon it. And those tortellinis are pretty good.
Yeah. I need to get that again.
Dude, I went grocery shopping today. I'm like, dude, it's violent. You go back a year or two, it was not even that expensive to feed my family of 6.
Yeah.
Oh, this is coming out cool, right?
Yep. Detailed city.
Mm-hmm. See, this is how it started. Everything was just quick blocks like this. That's what I'm saying. Like when I say like building with blocks and cylinders and everything, just going and all that, and then you go in and do details.
Yeah.
And they don't really need to be that precise, especially when you're doing for small like this. If you look at it, it looks tight, and when you go in, not so tight. It's one of the things that you get lost when you're working digital.
Yeah, I get a little too focused on the details.
Yeah, like it. Look, that page here, right? There's no way you're gonna see this.
Yeah.
The details I put on those characters, there's no way you're gonna pick up on this. But it's gonna look sharp when it's gonna be like this, right? You need to know where to put in the work, where it's gonna be worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right about this scale is where I think people will see the detail. Right about like that.
Hold on, let me look.
But right about this scale will be where the detail people will see.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm all zoomed in, like right in here, getting the hair right.
Yeah, and some of those lines will just come out as shade or something. It's weird. That comes with it. And then when we can do the artist edition or something, then you
Yeah.
see everything.
Do like one of those giant books.
Mm-hmm. I told you I got the Spider-Man 2099 omnibus.
Yeah.
I think. But I got Black Lagoon, the full set now.
Yeah.
Good. I'm a happy camper. Not buying books for a while. I wanted to back pit the omnibus not out, so I bought other things.
Yeah.
Another omnibus.
Once that was no longer an option.
Yep. And me and my kids, we think that Spidey 2099 is the best Spider-Man. Yep. And we don't even say that to start shit. We actually think it. Dude, he's the one that has backside of spiders. He has actual spiders attributes. It's pretty fucking sick.
Yeah.
The fact that he has that desire for some blood too. You know what I mean? It has those talons on his fingers.
Mm-hmm.
To cling to walls instead of just sticking. But it's also, makes him a very different character and interesting. I like him. Like, it's like The Fly. It's pretty sweet. Peter David wrote a freaking good piece in it. The omnibus game, because dude, it was like almost sold out everywhere, right? And people were asking like over 200 something for it. And the other day, Coleman's like, "Oh, I found number one. Do you have it?" And I'm like, I have the full set. What I'm looking for is more of the omnibus or something, or the trade paperback. They have the first, at least the first 12, 25 issues or something.
Yeah.
He goes, "I think I saw it on the thing, like the trade paperback." Okay, so I go on eBay and I found the omnibus for the cover price. I'm like, no shipping included because it wasn't Canada. I'm like, zoink.
Yeah.
Dude, it's the first 43 issues. You have the crossover of Spider-Man 2089 for the first time. You have everything in it.
Yeah. I picked up the first two volumes of Invincible.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Omnibus or in TPP?
It's the
big brick?
Oh no, like the thinner sort of trades.
Because I got the Invincible Carpendium #1.
Okay. Yeah, it's
which is a fucking brick. It's an omnibus but soft cover.
Yeah. I stopped at a local comic shop that was right by where my job had me working.
Mm-hmm.
Stopped in there, talked to the guy, we got on the topic of making comics, and I brought up that I had been working on one and all that, and while I was grabbing those books, and then he mentions that there's another local guy making comics, and I was like, oh yeah, what's his comic about? He's like, well, it's about a set in a post-apocalyptic world, and there's this woman. She's got over 100 kids, and she's got both sex organs. Like, and in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, there's something wrong with this guy. There's something really wrong with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy's like, yeah, and this writer guy, he's got schizophrenia. I was like, yeah, I knew there was something wrong with this guy. It's like, yeah, and it doesn't sound like he's got much going on with this story because that's about it. That's about as far as it goes. It's like I was half tempted to say, I was like, well, you're not going to believe this, but I think this might be the perfect time to market that sort of book. It's like a character that's neither male nor female. That's perfect. It probably won't make him much money, but there'll be some bug eaters who are going to be very happy to hear that exists.
True. Yeah, I know you ain't wrong.
Yeah.
I went to check if they were on special because I'm waiting for a special to buy the Carpendium 2 and 3.
Yeah.
No, I'm not stupid. I'm waiting for a special. I have a business account with Amazon, so.
Yeah.
All right. Amazon is useful for businesses.
Yeah.
Okay, back to that freaking cityscape. Need to finish this. But I've been working nonstop, so I think I'm due for a break. So I think I'm gonna take a gaming break.
Okay.
I say that now, and I'm like, I don't know. And Dave the other day is like, I need to take more break because I need to start reading some of those books that I bought. Yep. That's the dog.
Yeah. He's stomping around because despite the fact that I let him out right before the show, he wants to go out again. It doesn't actually have to go out. He's just planning a jailbreak. Aren't you, you little shit?
I will escape one day. I promise.
Oh, yeah, he did that. He did that Thursday night.
Really?
Yep, just he's been letting me get comfortable with taking my eyes off him while he's outside. Because he's been behaving himself, going right to the door once he's done and waiting for me.
Mm-hmm.
This day, no such luck. He decided he's just gonna. As soon as he saw me go for the, go to the toward the bathroom to brush my teeth, he was gone. Fortunately, there was someone.
Bye.
Yeah. Yeah, I went outside to see if I could see him, and I could hear his collar jingling off in the distance, and the golf course across the street from me, and as that little shit, he just
he went to play golf.
Yeah, that's rich people stuff.
I know, right? What a fussy little dog. I don't think you were expecting it to be that high maintenance, were you?
No.
You need to buy him his membership at the golf club.
Yeah.
Today, can you pay my subscription? I tell you what, Bart Wolf. What the fuck? I like the ball. I want to hit the ball. I want to eat the ball. Dude, I it just reminded me of that movie. You remember what is it? Almost anything, almost everything, anything. Remember that last movie where Robin Williams was the dog, and he's give the dog sentience.
It's like absolutely anything, or
yeah, absolutely anything. It was the last movie with the Monty Pythons.
Yeah.
I want the biggest. Can I have it white? This is just. And what started by just looking like blocks now looks like an actual city.
Yeah. Oh, hey, cool.
Oh, what's up? Hey, you missed something in the beginning. Let me show it to you. Look. This is one of the pages I'm working on. Working on that little cityscape that's going to be just a little panel like this. So it's going to look sweet. But first page of Blood Hunt 2. All those people are getting on that little, private jet there. But then, they hear a little knock, knock, and then it's a little black goo coming in. Then they get a little bit nervous, and then the door opens, and then oh, fun little bloody gore. Then the other guy goes, "Fuck this shit, I'm out of here." You know, I was gonna get out of the fucking plane. And then, boom. Well, no spoilers, because that's gonna be available on the campaign. So. I like that shot though. Boom.
Yeah.
Can't fly, but you can jump from a plane and land safely. I'm unsafe. Okay. South Avenue. No, actually, it's New York. You know, Vincent has to travel in his work. But I think you're gonna like this. Where's that shot? That little tunnel in Montreal. And then, you know, little tunnel in Italy. Yeah, people have been waiting and been asking for the sequel of Blood Hunt in a colored edition. It's coming.
Both of them too.
Hmm?
Both of them too.
Mm-hmm. And Nadverse 3 is also in the work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, if everything goes according to plan, I might have like 3 campaigns or 4 next year. Tribute. Next to Home Depot. Yep. You recognized it. You know why I picked that one? That's where I grew up. It's my neighborhood.
Nice.
When you go to that city, that place, it's technically like what goes from Westmount to Saint Henry. When you go down that tunnel, you get to Louis Cyr, the strongest guy in the world statue.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's where it is. And see, it's fun when people are from the neck of the wood. They recognize it.
Yeah.
So that's why I took my time to research a freaking tunnel in Rome, close to Vatican City. So you know, if there's people there, they know I did my research. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, I don't like to use rulers that much. I usually like to use ones who like give me like the anchor points technically. Then after that, I like to freehand it. I think it kind of gives a better result. It's also me wanting to be able to do those lines by myself. With the practice, you can draw your own straight lines. Otherwise, you'll never be able to. It's like the entire premise of being able to do this, almost a full
Yeah.
circle, proper circle, one shot, be able to just do like straight lines. So, yeah, I can actually do this without having to have like brushes or a ruler. I can, when you see that in my comic, I do them. The only one I don't do is I use when I do the framing, when I want the panel to be a frame, they have like a framing thing in the Clip Studio, so you drop it in and then you put where you want the middle to be, and it just does it from the panels. It's like I use it for paneling. There's the same example. Let's say I wanted to do like a shock reaction to the city, right? So I go pick up the cube, all right? Pick up that little square. Then you open that little window. And let's just say I go take this one here, because as you can see, oh, you can't see it, piece of shit. I don't know why I did that. Anyways, as you can see here on the side, there's a black with a little thing there, and that's for paneling, circle flash slim or something. So I drop that in here. Like, people use it for different things. With me, I use it for paneling. That's it. So when I want that shocking like type of like panel there, you could do it. Let's just say he's skydiving in the city. I would probably do that to see the view of him going to that building. Okay. Other than that, I do my own ones. But that tool is also useful sometimes to just, like it's like the perspective tool in that too. You want a quick perspective, you drop something with a line, boom. Like, you have to understand, like when I was checking the picture the first time with this, first thing I did was this. That's what I call taking measurements. So technically, I wanted to get, the main key is this shape here. So technically the first street. So what I wanted to do is take this, mark this, knowing that there's another street here, here, and then there's that one like this. I'm gonna use this. There we go. And then when that's done, you have technically your perspective. So all you need to do is actually pick up at least one building like this, one like this. Then you technically have your base for everything.
Yeah.
But then after that, you can just draw from looking. Or, you could also do something that I did a while back, because I couldn't get the shot I wanted before we had like Google Earth or whatever.
Yeah.
And what I did is I just went in the 3D program, put a whole bunch of like rectangles and shit I put like as buildings, and just took the shot I wanted with a grid and put the 3D grid. So I could. Then I just drew over it. Yeah, it is to save time, but still do the work. And you can use that type of like picture reference for any type of city. Like, I could have drawn other buildings in there, unless you do like others and you just trace and put filters, like your guy that you got.
Yeah.
It's feudal Japan. Why is there a gas station and cars there? I don't know. I like drawing them.
Yeah, there's sometimes they got some high octane horses. Yeah, there's a spot you can put the fuel, the fuel pump. They don't like it that much, and they might kick you for it. They might not feel too good afterward, but you could put the fuel pump in there.
Oh, and in case I didn't finish what I was saying, the reason why I did that tunnel for Sayari, it's where I was born, it's where I grew up. And Nuisir was one of my heroes because I trained to be a strongman because of that.
Nice.
So that's why I put that tunnel in there. It's a multiple thing. And it's also the tunnel I used to take to go pick up Alex at her school in Westmount. Okay, that building is weird. So Coleman, did you get the Evil Dead game yet? For your Xbox? You console peasant.
Nerve doesn't even have it on his console.
Oh, how pathetic! Dude, you need to get it one day. And besides that, it's cross-platform, dude.
Oh yeah.
You can play with the master race. By the way, people and YouTube, before you cancel me, I'm talking about the PC master race. It's a fucking joke. I have to be extra careful lately, especially I'm in Canada.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Castro might not like it too much. I mean, Trudeau might not like it too much.
Stop. Yeah.
Oh, all those Canadian women thought they were getting Prince Charming. They were really getting Lord Farquaad.
Yeah, or Prince Valium, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you're so like, oh, Elche is so cute and romantic. Yeah, right. How many people he fucking killed? You know what he did?
Yeah.
Like saying, hey, Stalin's one hell of a fucking dude. Best 6 man alive. Fuck. You know that Adolf was
Adolf and Stalin were gay for each other.
That's why the war was there.
Yeah, at least Stalin was gay for Hitler. Hitler might have just been using him for cheap thrill. But as soon as Hitler wanted to try and start a war, he just went right at Russia, and Stalin was so heartbroken.
Again, YouTube, we're joking.
Stalin was what the Japanese call yandere.
Stalin stand for stallion. Then there's a reason.
Oh no, I'm talking Stalin's that crazy chick that won't take no for an answer.
Ooh.
And that's why when Hitler turned on him, he went full. He fully committed to taking him down. He's like, if I can't have you, no one can.
Makes total sense. I do not question that logic, I guess. Pretty sure it's based on facts, too.
Ava Braun, more like Ava Gone.
Dude, the other day I was working on that scene I showed you before with the tunnel and the cab there.
Mm-hmm.
I started drawing the first cab. Like, I'll show you what I mean. And the inspiration for the cab in there, the entire fucking premise of it was because I really liked the character Cabby.
Yeah.
If you remember in Escape from New York, and that actor that always had a similar type of role, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I started drawing this, and dude, I just wanted to watch fucking Escape from New York. Like drawing this, and I'm like, I don't know why. I want to go watch like number 1. Dude, that freaking car. That's another one. I'm gonna end up like knowing how to draw that thing by heart. And the reason why I picked that car, pretty sure everybody knows. Doesn't it look a bit like a Christine? And see, it's not a Ford, it's not a Chevrolet, it's an N in front. Just, the guy driving is a Nephilim. Fuck you. Boom. If you haven't read Bloodhound number 1, yes, there's a Nephilim in there.
There are Nephilim in the full universe of 7 Legions, but they're more like a Cronenberg monster.
Yeah, but you're serious. I'm not surprised there's that in there.
Yeah.
It's a book about angels and samurai. You're like, yeah, totally.
Yep.
Like, I was talking about something with Dave earlier. I'll tell you after the stream. But he put something in my mind that I'm thinking that would be freaking sweet to pull in Bloodhound. So
yeah,
I've done werewolves.
Yeah.
There's another monster I wanted to bring in there, and I teased something else in the first one, but they brought up something, and I'm like, oh. The top apex predator. I'm like, yep, okay. The top apex predator. He's so top that he has no predator. I'm like, okay, fair, sold. I'm doing this shit.
Where koala?
Nope.
Dang. Because the only thing worse than the werebear is a were-drop bear.
There's worse.
I don't know. A bear that hides in the trees and drops on you is pretty dangerous.
El Agurero Aqua Trudeau. What's up, Hex?
You Frenchies.
Having being sarcastic, but having fun enjoying a cityscape.
Yeah.
But it's gonna look sweet. And also working on the first page of the Blood Hunt. It's gonna be the first one. I'll be done soon with those. I like to work on multiple pages, get them to a point where after that I just need to sit like one night and almost finish 10 pages.
Mm-hmm.
You see me do that.
Yeah.
And then the sweet nectar of blood. And thanks for the laptop. And then classic shot of like skydiving from an aeroplane. Yes, I was listening to that song. I had to do it. I'm sorry. I just had to do it. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, and literally, I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? And I'm like, listening to the song, and, yo, yeah. I'm like, oh, yes. And it's one of my favorite scenes in Shoot Them Up when he jumps off the fucking plane.
Yeah.
He'll be with nothing to lose in a red dress.
Yeah. Very nice. When I was wrapping up that inked page of Hiko fighting his way through bandits, and the first thing that came to mind, everybody was kung fu fighting.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I even remember. I have memories of it. I think I was 5 or something like that. 506. I had the vinyl. I had that and the vinyl of Flashdance. I had other few things, but my favorite one was Kung Fu Fighting. I had the little vinyl. I don't know what it is, but the small one, not the big ones.
Yeah.
And back then, the toys were fun because they had like, record players for kids. That were cheap.
Mm-hmm.
And right now for Blood and Chill, I'm thinking of doing maybe like the black and white campaign first. People that want the black and white, and that's where you're going to be able to die in the book.
Mm-hmm.
So like that, when I do the color campaign, everything's done. Because there are some people that just want it in black and white. And I'm like, nah, can't ignore it. That's how I started it.
Yeah.
And offering like 2-3 versions of the same book on the campaign, it's kind of like gonna have to start the campaign at 10-15K. My idea is that in black and white, I can do a quick turnaround as well and take that money from that campaign and pay the colorist to color it.
Yeah.
While you work on that anniversary. Yeah. I just say, I've been planning and trying to make sure that we're never delayed again, and the wait will even be shorter. So I'm trying to have at least, like I said, 2 or 3 books a year. That's my end goal. And no more waiting a year for a book. Unless it's a very special book like Inkslayer.
Mm-hmm.
That's something else. And that's 1 book a year. And when it starts, it's going to be 1 book a year. But at least 3. Yep. And if people like it, we're going to keep going. Like I already have, like me, I'm doing the Mona so far in there. I already have the first pages done. Beacon's doing Yogar still with me. I already have the first 6? No, 7.
Okay.
I still have the 7 one to finish, right? Yeah, I think that's it.
I think so, yeah.
I don't know what Preston. But I have an idea what Preston's gonna bring. Brian's bringing something too. Hero by Scotsman. And I already have like 2 other stories for the next ones. Like, after the 3, if we keep going, I have the Marshall story with that's co-written with Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Also, one thing that's going to be happening next year: Blood Hunt crossover with Doc Salem. $2024 is going to be a big year.
Mm-hmm.
We're also going to get some more 7 Legions. Am I right?
Right. Yep. If not in the next couple months, then by then. When I get to those last few pages of issue 3, I'm definitely going to be doing the stream tour. But not until I have an idea of how much longer it's going to be.
Are you going to make a campaign? Or
Nope, just going to get it all ready to go onto the site. And yeah.
Oh, you want to try the floppy and print on demand on the website?
Yep.
Ooh. Yeah, you can. People, if you're interested, go try it out. We also have a special edition of Bloodhound available there, print on demand. You can get it way cheaper than it be, but the quality is not as deluxe, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty goddamn good. I have to admit, for a print on demand, like I was pretty happy with it.
Yeah.
The only thing is they seem to be shipping like Amazon does, so should not be expecting like it to be coming in a Gemini mailer like we do, or a box, or in bags and boards and stuff like that. But yeah, but you save a lot of money then.
Oh yeah.
But, by the end of next year or 2025, I plan to. We'll be running our own campaigns on the Inkslayer. I'm going to continue building that mailing list. For the monies. We could run a campaign for everybody at the same time on the Inkslayer website, which is pretty goddamn cool.
Right. And I've been seeing that Bancroft has been doing pretty well with his. So.
Yeah, as long as he gets the money, no problem. Everything seems to be going fine.
Yeah, it's just the last thing. Let him be the guinea pig.
But you had the platform to take the risk.
Mm-hmm.
And seems to have paid off a whole lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that, paying $25 a month for a full year was worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That they work with stripes and shit. I was also waiting to see, because Kickstarter was supposed to start their own app like that for Shopify. Yeah, there was even talk about Indiegogo wanted to do the same thing. And I thought that would have been a freaking awesome thing, but they never did it. That's what I was waiting for. To me, it's the idea of security and the fact that you can run it on your thing. It's just what I... You're talking about credit cards and money. Oh, it's already... Oh, we're getting close to 12. It's already been an hour and a half.
Yep.
Oh, the music's over. That means usually the stream's about to end. And I'm going to go back to watching stuff and maybe play some video games. I don't know. Something. So I'll be doing something.
Yeah.
Not working. Oh. Anything else? Oh, that's looking cool.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to point out before we stop the stream?
Nope. Just getting pages done, knocking out pages, getting issue 3 ready to go. It's should be ready in the next month or so. Yeah.
Oh, have a good night, everybody. Don't forget, if you haven't backed us on others, to go grab it now.
Oh, yeah.
It's in demand. And we still have some sketch cards available. So go. I'll be doing a big update. Like I said, I'm probably going to be delayed maybe a month or two because we're waiting for the colors and the lettering. All the rest is done. I already have like 20 pages on the next Natverse book done. I'm working on Blood Hunt 2. There's Hellzone that's almost all done. If freaking Aaron ever launches that thing.
Yeah.
Last time you told me that you might want me to do it. I'm like, ugh. But yeah. So have a good night, everybody, and see you all next weekend.
Good night.
I see that story first. I feel that story first. I know those people first. When I put them down, they've already lived. And I put them down as I'd like them to live on those pages. My stories are very sincere. My stories are people's stories.